traffic, American 2106 on the Rockstar 4, arrival drone to the ILS Zulu, runway 26 left, Vegas.
Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sedona, Arizona. Welcome to the restaurant here. Having a little pumpkin spice latte at the restaurant before we board up November, what are we in today? 2 Victor Charlie? I can't remember what tail we're actually in VEC, V1 Executive Charter. Right where we left the bird off, we're picking her up. We're going to continue. We re-rolled a great trip today, a great trip. We got Monterey and then taking the airplane to a home base of Burbank. Time dependent on the second leg. We may not get to the second leg. It just depends on how long this first leg goes. I got some stuff to take care of. I got some mice. I got to get some mice out of my boat. So, Depending on, we may have to can the second leg until a different day, but definitely have time for the beautiful sunrise flight here out of Sedona, right where we left off. We have the Flight Effects V2 Citation 10 sitting right there ready to go with the company livery. V1 exec charter company livery is looking mighty fine on this new aircraft. I tell you what, guys, the Citation 10 is special. People ask me all the time, is it worth it? Should I get it? Should I get it? I have never had one person come back in the chat and say they don't like the Citation 10 from Flight Effects. It's amazing. So if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about trying to get a new corporate jet, or maybe you're just burned out on the tube liners, I highly suggest it. It is one of the best corporate jet add-ons that we got. Now today we're doing a little bit different. Well, not a little bit different. We have no winglets today, so a little bit different on the performance, which is interesting because we're taking off a short runway here in Sedona, so we're going to do a max performance takeoff to get out of Sedona here with no winglets. But yeah, no winglets today. Normally we fly the winglets. I love the winglets. One of the few airplanes where I like the airplane just as much with or without winglets. It's just kind of a livery preference, I think. So we do have a Pan Am L1011 still here, which that ought to be interesting. Getting out of there, we got a Learjet sitting over there. I believe that's Team Vodka. We are on Say Intentions AI today. I got Say Intentions AI for the ATC and Skynet network, and also I have Iveo running in the background for any of you that want to fly along on Iveo. So, pumpkin spice latte and football. Yeah, absolutely. Bills Mafia got my PSL right here, ready to go. I'm feeling good. I got a hot one, even though it's 93 degrees. I'm going to pretend it's 72 degrees outside. All right. Straight Wing X is the best. I mean, it's got to look to it. It's got to look to it. Zach Dill making me want to pick up Say Intentions yet again. Yes, I will, man. Say Intentions, V3 voices. It's real life, dude. It's absolutely real life. So before we head over to the jet, let's we have a nice table here at the restaurant. Let's go ahead and take a look at our pre-flight planning here with Jetcard. So here's our dispatch. The aircraft has been dispatched to Sedona MRA. There's our route of flight. Taking a look at the briefing. We have live clients today out of Sedona, no ferry. So Turner is heading into Monterey to walk a facility site for Harbinger advisory groups. On-site phase inspection. Planning out of Sedona office, regional on the ground, full walkthrough. 8 aboard. So we got a full load. We're going to have to really, let me get this over, you can see it. So we're going to have to really make sure we do a performance takeoff, performance numbers here. We have a runway may not be adequate for departure message already, so we're really going to have to skimp on the fuel. The other problem is Monterey is actually landing east because of the ceiling, so they're landing east with the tailwind to get down below that marine layer. I'm hoping that'll burn off before we get there. So let's take a look at our flight plan right now. Again, this is real world stuff here that we'd be doing. The dispatch has got us set over there, arriving with an hour of extra gas. So they have us landing pretty heavy, actually, an hour extra gas. But we also have an alternative SFO. So right now, I feel like we've got plenty of gas. 723. I'm more concerned about our weights. I might actually remove a couple 100 pounds. We'll see what our performance numbers give us for takeoff. We'll run some perf data. But right now, total fuel out of here, 5204. That includes the 723, almost 1,000 pounds to SFO. Let's take a look at the weather conditions. Monterey, ooh, I don't know if that's going to get any better. Let's see, Monterey, I'll try to load that weather tile back in. It's sitting right on the edge of some rain. We may not take any fuel out of it. Right now, 250, oh, just updated. Oh, they just went VFR. Good. Okay, so they just updated 10 miles, scattered at 600, overcast at 8. So it is breaking up. Good. Yeah, so it's breaking up. Rain ended 33 past the hour. Okay, so that's good. It's breaking up. I feel better about that. Sedona, we're at Red Rock Aviation. When we get into Monterey, where are we headed to? We're going to, I believe we're going to go to the Jet Center, Monterey Jet Center. That's where we're going to park. That's where I used to park the Bravo. Ground ops, let's go ahead and we'll call that through our J phone right now. Let's go ahead and get a fuel order. Ground power if we need it. We'll cater, and we'll let them know that we're going to be ready here momentarily. So we'll get that all set up. We are filed. There is our live map. Let's see, we got anybody out here flying today? Let's see, we got Canadian. He's in he's in a Falcon jet. He's going down to Mexico City.
Sedona traffic.
Ooh, wow.
2013.
Aussie, Nashville to Burbank. He's in a Citation.
Sedona.
He's in a Citation 10. Fort Myers to Knoxville. And Key West to Tampa. He looks like he's on approach into Tampa. Flight sim guy is anyway. Very cool. Oh, we do have some international ops going on this morning. Who we got? Darth Rust. He's in 2 Victor Sierra, so he's in a Sovereign. Oh, he's going somewhere in Canada to somewhere else. LPPR. Alexander, he's in. He just got hired, so he's in a different aircraft right now. He just got hired. He's finished. He's taxiing in, but he's now on the roster. So if you get hired mid-flight, that you get a weird call sign. But we do have some VEC aircraft up and airborne. That's good. Love seeing the Falcon getting some love here. Canadian 1-1 taking the Falcon to Mexico City. Fly safe, brother. All right, let's go ahead and we'll minimize that. I think we're ready to go. We'll head over to the jet. And let's go ahead and walk over here. There goes that Learjet leaving. Love it. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at the ramp presence of this beauty here. The 10, man. The 10. I wish I could. I was going to take a screenshot. Let's take a screenshot this side here. It'll be the new thumbnail. We're in 2 Victor Charlie. Print screen. All right. Into the aircraft. Let's do our walk around pre-flight. So we'll get up here. We'll start the pre-flight process. We'll pull our covers off. They're working on that. That is a glitch there with that that cover not coming all the way off. We'll leave the airplane chalked for now. Let's get the door open. Look at that. V1 Executive Charter. Absolutely love it. Almost hit myself in the head there. All right, we'll take a look. We got a brand new, clean leading edge. I've been thoroughly enjoying this week's streams. Mr. Martini, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. It's people like you, fans and supporters like you that make this content possible. So, Mr. Martini, I do appreciate your support, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I just booked all my commutes for next week. I am back in the meat grinder of real-world flying, and I'm going to be gone for a good amount of time because I stacked a lot of my flying up early in the month so I can be off for all football weekends and the whole beginning of football season. So the streams will come to an end here very soon. We might do one more tomorrow. We might try to sneak in that 707 long haul tomorrow, and then that'll probably be it. That'll probably be it for a little while. But thank you, Mr. Martini. Appreciate you. All right. Everything looks good. Aircraft is clean. No bugs. Gosh, man. V2 update just sparkling here. V-Pilot, what's up, my friend? Oh, I got to take a screenshot. Another screenshot. Look at that. Ready to go. Screenshotted. All right. Let's get in the jet. Let's get the aircraft fired up, shall we? So I'm going to go ahead and hide you for a minute. Let's hide the yokes. Hide the yokes, and let's go ahead and go standby power test green and standby power on. Make sure my sounds are coming up. Sounds are coming up there. With standby power on, we can go align nav, and with both of those on, we'll go emergency exit lights to the arm position. That looks good. And battery switch on. Boom, boom. We're in the line mode. Airplane's coming up. We'll fire up the APU right away. We'll get the ICAS on. This Lambo, I'm right there with you, man. The 10 is such a beautiful bird. It really is. All right, ICAS is coming up. So with that, let's go ahead and power the APU. We'll do a fire test. We got the 2 lights. Let's go ahead and get the APU started.
On traffic, Prestige 646 departing 21, fighter 1 departure.
You're blasting off quick this morning, Vodka. Where's that Lear at? Oh, there he is. He's over there. Short. Alright, APU is up to speed. We'll go generator online with the APU on the gen. Let's go ahead and get the avionics master switch on. Avionics master switch on. We should wait a minute or two before we get the bleeds on. We'll do a magic barrel ref. We'll come down here. We'll get the pause and knit going. Both sides. Load. Alright, flight plan. Hold it right there. Flight plan. Alright, let's go ahead and pull up. Make sure our park brake is set. Park brake is set. We don't want to move while we're in alignment. Park brake is set. Let's get our EFB up. Tilt this over here. Alright, let's go Simbrief. Sedona to Monterey, that's us. Got all of our data. Taxi fuel, contingency, reserve, block 52. Okay, we'll send the weights. Alright, we'll apply the load from Simbrief, 5204, 8 passengers. Apply. Alright, that looks good. Our aircraft is loaded. Alright, with that done, let me make sure my config is set up. It's safe from... I haven't flown this one in a while. No, auto throttle, CRTs. Alright, good. What do they do? They'll have... we'll do box lunch when we get up there. Alright, good. That all looks good. Navigraph charts. Origin says. We'll put this chart up here. Biter 1, RNAV, obstacle departure procedure. It takes us out to Biter. That actually takes us the wrong direction. But I don't think we have that file. We'll get our clearance. We're supposed to go direct Santee, but we will plan off of 2-3. Alright. Alright, Sedona to MRY. Alright, that looks good. Now, I thought there was... a way to import your flight plan. There used to be, right? You used to be able to pull Simbrief. Am I going crazy? Anyway, we can load it up. It's only 2 fixes. We got to call the center first. We got to call Albuquerque. Actually, we got to call. We're in our Phoenix departure. Yeah, we need to be on departure control for Phoenix. All right, 2637. Let's give them a call. Albuquerque Center. Good afternoon. Prestige 989, request IFR clearance to Monterey.
Prestige 989, cleared to Monterey Peninsula. Radar vectors Drake, Prescott, Dennis Fowle. Climb and maintain 11000. Expect flight level 40010 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.375. Squawk 2533. Release for departure. Clearance void if not off by 1328 Zulu. Time now 1313.
So we got 10 minutes to get out of here. Alright, clear to Monterey, radar vectors Drake, Dennis Fowle, climb and maintain 111000, expect flight level 40010 minutes after departure. Departure's on 126375, squawk 2533. We are released for departure, clearance void if not off by 1328, time now 1313 for Prestige 989.
Prestige 989, read that correct. Ground is on 121.9er. Safe flight, sir.
We'll see it at Prestige 99. I don't actually think there is ground up here. DRK. So we're going to go via direct Drake.
Onboard 4050,
and then
Roger.
Santee.
Expect the ILS runway 8 approach. Altimeter 3023.
Alright, so we got Drake, Santee. Oh no, it's not. That's alternate routing. Get rid of, go back, delete Santee. It's Drake J6. Can I load J6 this way? No, I need to, how do I get to the route?
Phoenix approach, Envoy 4050, descending through 7,500.
Guess I can't load the airway because I can't send.
Envoy 4050, Phoenix approach, Roger.
Alright, we'll just do J6 to Avenal.
Altimeter 29er91.
That's kind of a bummer. I thought we used to be able to load it from here. And then I'm going to do Salinas. And then departure arrival. We're going to plan the ILS 10 from Salinas. It doesn't have any of those stars. Really? It doesn't have any of the ILS. It doesn't have any of the ILS.
Envoy 4050, turn right heading 350. Base
oh, because
flag.
it's the wrong runway. 10 right. There we go. ILS 10 right,
Heading
Salinas.
350, Envoy 4050.
No arrival. Activate. Alright, cool. Perfect. Let's go over here. It's been about 3 minutes. Let's get the air on. Oh, J6 dot fixed. Oh, it's fine. Alright, screw it. It's fine. I'll just go direct. 300, optimum, 370. Alright, so now do I have to sync from EFB, right? Yeah, sync from EFB. There we go. There we got our passengers on board. We'll confirm the init. Fuel remaining 27. Excellent. Takeoff.
Envoy 4050, turn right, heading 110, descend and maintain 5,000 until established on the localizer and cleared ILS runway 7, right approach.
We need to go to,
Heading 110, descending 5,000 until established, cleared ILS runway 70, right approach. Envoy 4050.
We should be on CTAF or getting out of here, 22.8. Alright, climb, temps, all looks good. Drive runway, density, altitude 7,700 feet.
Traffic, PSA 2013.
We're doing a flaps 15, anti-ice off. Confirm. Oh boy. Alright, flap 15. IRS-2 fails, she's on. Alright, good. Alright, confirm data, that all looks good. Let's go over here, let's get the rest of everybody's boarded up, right? So let's go, ground recognition, seatbelt lights are coming on, tail flood can come on, nav lights should have been on. That all looks good. Let's cool the temps down just a little bit here. 24C, that all looks good. We're on APU gen. Magic Barrel Ref has been done. We can do a TO out of here. We're going to be a heading on departure, so we'll leave it. And then we can actually do VTO to 11,000 feet. Runway heading is 23. 213 is runway heading. Oh, let's just sync it and then bring it over. Alright, runway heading is 213. Look at that, we're about ready to go. I think you set flight level and cruise. No, I didn't load it via the sim brief page one day. See, I just loaded it manually. Where is our perf cruise? Did it not? I guess it didn't take. Oh yeah, what is our final? 400? I know. Yeah, we'll be fine, we'll be good. Alright. Perf, takeoff.
Donut traffic, PSA 2013, departing runway 21, inbound for the Drake fuel Donut.
I want to see this L10 try to get off, and then we're going to start up and get out of here. There's a Cessna 310 departing the other way. I swear this airplane used to import Simbri from the McDo, right? Or from the FMC? That 310 just went off the runway. Oh, there he goes. Opposite direction traffic. This is an Iveo guy right here. Slew Stavo speed. He's got to be empty. Nice. He's got to be empty. All right, let's close up shop. Let's pull the chocks. Let's find the magic handle. Oh, wow, it almost loaded me in. All right, he's up. We're ready. All right, let's close up the baggage door. It's in the EFB where you imported weights? Yeah, but that's lame. I don't want to do that. I want to import it via the FMC. I want to do it the way I've always done it, Al Loper. Come on, man. I don't like change. Look at this guy taxiing out. A Sovereign over here. All right, here we go.
Donut traffic, PSA 2013, passing 7,000, climbing 38.
Let's configure MFD traffic vertical profile. That's what I want. Okay, let's go ahead and start it up. Sedona traffic. Prestige 99 is starting up. We'll be taxiing 2-1. Sedona. Oh, that was on. We need to be on CTAF 23.0 for SES on COM 1. Alright, let's start them up. Anti-collision is on. Leads are set. We'll leave avionics on. We'll go ahead and start engine number 1. Make sure we are on cutoff. Yes, we are. happens quick. Stabilized. Starting engine 2. And 2's on the rise with 10% fuel. Ignition. Back to that VOC-TAF just in case anyone else is calling. Alright, 22.8 is up. We got stable on 2. Alright, we got 2 good engine starts. Flaps coming to 15. 5, 15. I have a hack mode over here at flight controls. Love seeing the slats though on the 10. Alright, trims coming up. That's a lot of nose up trim. We'll go 5.5. 5.5 nose trim is set. 23.0 is the actual CTAP, I guess, so that's set. We're going to leave the APU bleed on, APU generator off. Bleed air on. So gen is off. Bleed air is on for departure. Sit on traffic. Prestige 989 is going to taxi 23. Alright, brakes released. Let's go. Just rolling out on our own. Love it. Flight director has always been working. There goes NetJets or somebody. I've never had issues with the flight director in this bird. When I flew this after the update, I couldn't taxi. Did you need to rebind your taxi or controls? You may have had a separated. I use a tiller for this, just like the real aircraft. I don't even, that's on the Skynet. I don't know if that's real or AI anymore, man. I don't know if that's real or AI. How do we like the 10 straight wing? I kind of like it, guys. I kind of like the 10. All right, let's get rolling. What did he say, 3.8? Thrust reverser check. Arm unlock. We should be able to just pop them. Deploy. Stowed. Cycle that off. Emer norm. Alright. That looks good. Okay, so let's refresh. We have flaps 15 is set. TO, VTO. V speeds are set. We're looking at 31, 26, 23. So 23, 26. 31. Flaps 15. Trim set 5.5 in the green. We've got ICAS APU on and heats, which we'll do now since we are ready to go. So pitot-static 1, 2, windshield left is on, right is on, recogs are coming on, and we'll get them all on here as we get ready to go. Alright, APU gen off, APU is on, high pressure valve open, left, right. Those are all normal. Cabin pressure, yes, we do need to set 400. So we will set 410 here. Hopefully we don't off the runway. I'm blind taxiing. We're at the taxiway. We'll set 41 in the cabin. Taxiing uphill here. Look at that fire up there. It's like a red rock fire. Can you see if an individual thrust is moved in the sim? Yeah, you can move. You mean left and right thrust levers? Yeah, left, right. Yeah. Sedona traffic, Prestige 989, Citation 10, going to be departing runway 21 straight out for Sedona. Yeah, the fires have been there since we flew in. Alright, he's on the upwind opposite direction. Let's go ahead and get out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, seats for departure, please.
We're going to use all available runway. We'll do a static. Emma Goatmeal, it's called FSfire, and it's a whole lot of fun. We haven't done more on stream, but you can fly your MD-80. You can set your MD-80 up to be a fire tanker if you want, man.
Sedona traffic, 946, turning left crossing. Runway 3, Sedona.
Alright, he's doing... That's gotta be... Is that a real guy? I think that's a real player doing pattern work in Sedona on Skynet. Say intentions AI for the win, dude. Alright, we are released for departure. That is confirmed. Up to 11,000. Alright. Get your yogas in chat. A little off center line, we'll fix it. Spool them up 40. Actually, make sure that's stowed. Here we go. Yoga. Power set. Let's go.
Airspeed alive. 70 knots, cross-check.
I love the internal
V1.
vibrations.
Rotate.
Positive rate. Gear up. Fly.
Positive rate.
Oh. Citation 10 for the freaking win. Keep it going another 500 feet. Sedona traffic, Prestige 99, Citation 10 out of 5,600. Last call, straight out, Sedona. Alright, departure 2637. Alright, here comes reduction. Climb, climb.
2876.
Heading.
10,000.
Southwest 2876. Phoenix approach, roger. Expect the ILS runway 7 right approach. Altimeter 3021. Southwest 2876.
2553 on the
Say
trans 100.
airspeed.
2509, Southwest 2876.
Departure, good afternoon. It's Prestige 989, 7,800 just off Sedona. Request direct rate.
Prestige 989, I'm not seeing your transponder. Confirm squawking 2533 mode C. Find a dent one more time for me.
2533. Ident. Squawking 2553. Prestige 989.
$10,000.
Prestige 989, direct brake for Scott, then as filed, please.
Proceed direct, Drake, then as well. Prestige 989. lined up. Let's redirect us to Drake.
American 432, turn right heading 110, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 8 approach.
Heading 110, descending 3000 until established, cleared ILS runway 8 approach. American 432.
Flats are in. Oh shoot, did he give us higher? Prestige 989, request higher. Chase, let's move through 11.
Prestige 989, climb and maintain flight level 4000.
Climb and maintain flight level 400, Prestige 989. Nothing but the best at V1 executive charters. Alright, V flight level change, 400, up we go.
Verify your squawk 2533, no Charlie.
Squawking 2533 for Prestige 989. Shoot. 33.
Prestige 989, radar contact. 31 Diesel Cottonwood Airport at 10900 feet. Cottonwood altimeter 3012. Maintain present heading, direct Drake, Prescott when able. Then as filed.
Alright, present heading, direct Drake, then as filed for Prestige 989. Alright, we're good. Climb thrust. Man, the non-winglet is definitely a little bit more slow in the climb. I gotta kind of really shallow this out here to get to 300 knots.
Contact Albuquerque Center on 127.675.
Is this a livery thing or different versions of the wingtips? It's a different version, so there's two versions.
Heading 290, descending 4000 until established, clear ILS runway 25 left approach.
There's two different versions of the Citation 10. And yes, those call-outs are all say intentions.
Contact Albuquerque Center on 125.25.
125.25, Cessna 0 Foxtrot November, thanks for the help.
Southwest 2956, 4 miles from 2D, turn right heading 110.
Guys, I'm kind of wondering now. I wonder what the Citation 10 is like in X-Plane. Matthew, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
110, descending 3000 until established.
Alright, there's 300 K knots, or V flight level change it at 300 up to 400.
Southwest 2956, contact tower 118.7, so long.
Bravo trim wheel's a little bit faster.
Tower on 118.7, southwest.
Yeah, she doesn't climb as fast without the winglets. She definitely doesn't climb as fast. I love that. I believe the winglet you can go straight to 450 at max weight, right? I think without the winglet mod,
Prestige 9,
weight
contact Albuquerque Center on 127.675.
27675 for Prestige 99. We'll see it. Albuquerque, good morning, Prestige 989, 16-2, climbing flight level 400.
Prestige 989, Albuquerque Center, good morning.
We'll give it the 18,000 foot treatment and then we'll hand it over to the autopilot. It's just too fun to hand fly. It's just so stable, man. Gotta fix these views a little bit.
Frontier Flight 4964, slow to 280 knots.
Transition altitude standard.
Frontier Flight
Standards across the board. Magic Barrel refs are set. Light chop at 400. We'll keep an eye on the turbulence
Southwest 2876
on the main flight plan page here. All right, there's 18,000. Autopilot's on. Oh, oh shoot, yaw damper was on. Yeah, autopilot yaw damp. We're nav V flight level change up to 40. We'll keep an eye on our turbulence penetrator right there. Doing 400 in the climb. We can APU off before 30, so we'll keep it going for right now. I'll give you guys full screen cam. We gotta try the thing with the X-Plane 12. Oh my gosh.
United 654, good morning.
Is real cockpit having the same level of noise? Yeah, the sounds on this are very realistic. The Boris audio works. The 10 cockpit is, it's loud enough that noise canceling is commonplace. You can turn on noise canceling like this. That'd be a pretty realistic option. But for streaming and for myself, I personally like just keeping all the sounds on, and then I'll just turn my sim down to about like this. I don't know, is that too low? Maybe like this or so. What I really love are some of the newer sound packs that Boris has done is he allows you to modify the level of noise reduction through your ANR. So, but yeah, it's the sounds on this are very realistic. There's a video that Boris actually put out of him recording sounds when he went on the 10. So it's, if you want to see that video, it's really cool. They're doing pre-flight. You see them recording the engine sounds. I mean, the Citation 10 it's a premium luxury jet, like large cabin jet. So it's meant to be quiet and comfortable, and that's what it is. You get a little bit of hum back here from the engines. What is the most realistic for me, the X, Sovereign, or Phenom for Microsoft 2024? What do you mean by realistic? They all have very well done systems. So the only difference between the three of those aircraft is the depth of simulation, right? So the Phenom, I think, has the most physical stuff simulated.
American 513 at flight level 330.
The Sovereign and the Sovereign also has a lot
American
simulated,
513,
but
Roger.
there's no failures. So I think the Sovereign is kind of sitting there right under the Phenom, but the Sovereign has a ton of stuff like the entire electrical system is modeled on the Sovereign. But where the Sovereign to me and the Phenom take a back seat is the avionics. I don't like using G1000, or excuse me, G5000, G1000, whatever you want to call it, in the sim. For two reasons. One, I like to be challenged in the sim. I think Glass and I think Garmin has a fantastic product for real world application. If I bought my own airplane and it had a G5000, sign me up. But if I'm flying SimWorld, I like having something a little bit more retro. I flew Line 21 and then I flew the other one.
Southwest 2754, good afternoon, sir.
Not Garmin 5000s. And we're going to wait till 30 to shut down the APU. But the 10, the Citation 10 here that we have, everything that you need for A to B flying, right? So failures out of it, no failures, but everything that you need from the hydraulics, the flaps, pressurization, your A to B operation, that's all going to be accomplished and simulated correctly. Your standby power test. I got to double check. I thought I should get an align light with the standby power on.
Southwest 3252, continue descent, flight level 180.
I have to check. I think if standby power is on, that's why you go standby power on, then you put these into a line, and I think you should get the align lights. I don't think I'm getting align lights until battery. Well, I only have one battery on. Shoot, we only have one battery on the whole flight. That's all right. Did I accidentally click that off? But your fuel transfers, everything that was working normally, that you would need to use on A to B is gonna work correctly. All right, we need to set up. I think there's a lot of fixes on.
Southwest 3252, descend and maintain 12000.
Drake J6 to Avenal.
Leaving flight level 190 for 12000.
I can't put it
Southwest
on there now.
3252.
Because we're already past Drake. That's all right. Should be Drake. We need to go Drake, Palmdale, Avenal. No. Yeah. There we go. That'll get us a little bit more on course. We don't want to cut across the sector there. It didn't load the airway, so, or I didn't load the airway. So we lost all our fixes.
902441 at flight level 320.
No, I didn't disconnect from my VAO. I'll put them on comp 2. I'll put my VAO on comp 2.
Good morning, sir.
I'm still on IVAO. Should hear me on comp 2 IVAO. I'll put you on receive. Alright, getting ready to go through 30. There we are. Let's go ahead and go APU off. And then we will go start, stop, switch to stop. Overspeed command. APU spooling down. I'm not showing up anymore. Oh yeah, I am offline. What happened? Alright, I'm back on. Yeah, it was offline. Back online. I had one hiccup there, a drop frame before takeoff. Maybe something happened.
Delta 439.
Why is APU on takeoff? Just the way the 10 is set up, so you can relieve the engines of bleed demand and get maximum power for takeoff. Alright, APU is off and cool. We'll go ahead and shut the master switch off. So it's just, think of it like doing a bleeds off takeoff. Right? Bleeds off takeoff in the 7.3 or Airbus. Same deal. Is that a thing that usually... Well, so it's funny, Dale, that you asked that, because I asked a buddy that was flying the 10, and he said he never took off with the AP1. But it is in the book, and it is a procedure. I think, generally speaking, it's kind of like one of those things where the Citation 10 has so much power and performance in general, you don't need to do it. But there are those scenarios out there where the density altitude is really high, you're at a high gross weight, and you are going to need to maximize the performance. But I think it's less common than even, say, a 7.3 or an Airbus, just because the sheer amount of performance the 10 has, even with the engines providing bleed and takeoff thrust. So it is a real procedure. My buddy that I flew with on the last trip who flew the 10 a lot, he said he never took off with it. So it's not common, but it's not realistic either. But you won't fly a Challenger 650 with Proline? Because the Challenger, dude, is the Challenger is the 220 of X plane for me. I just don't think it's an interesting airplane at all. I just don't. Nothing to do with what it is, like in the sim. You know, it's obviously a really good simulated airplane. I flew it in 11,
6.3. Have a good morning.
but
126.3.
it doesn't excite
Good
me
morning,
at all.
SkyWest 4932.
It doesn't excite me at all. Yeah, J6 is a real long airway that didn't load any of our waypoints. You guys are saying it's in here now? That's so dumb. Where does it say? No, it doesn't have it. It's weight and balance. I don't see a flight plan import. Oh, send to avionics. Oh, that's super lame. Can I send cruise weights? Cruise winds airborne? Oh, before send the route to. I don't want to send it now. That's all right. Yeah, we'll do a full cabin tour. Let's get up to 400 here. And actually, what is our optimum going to be? I'm going to set, let's see, 400. Salinas is going to be...
American 3076, out of flight level 320, climbing.
What's planned across Salinas at 5,000?
American 3076, Albuquerque Center, roger.
Actually, that's a 20-mile leg. Let's make it a hard 10,000. Alright, Salinas at a hard 10. 2.3 all the way down. That looks good.
Allegiant 2263, contact Denver Center on 118.225.
ZBed inbound. Let's just plan that
Over
for
the Denver
purposes
Center
of
on
180.
118.225, Allegiant 2263.
Probably not going to have the hold, but I don't. We actually might have to do the procedure turn, so we'll leave that like that. That looks good. All right. All right, here we go. 90 Mach at 40,000 feet. What is our optimum? Is there an optimum here? Top of climb, we're at TOC, so fuel quantity, gross.
Prestige 989, contact Los Angeles Center on
So we should go to 45.
128.075.
Well, I don't know. The winds may not be favorable at 45. We got a 36 knot headwind. All right, LA 2807, Prestige 989. All right, passenger safety belts are coming off. Let's turn the weather radar on. Let's go MFD weather, and we'll turn you on to weather. With turb. And MFD weather on. There we go, that looks better. We don't need VOR skill reports only. Over Lake Havasu right now? Oh, we're about to overspeed. Let's go auto thrust on. Lake Havasu. Oh yeah, look at that. Who remembers the Piper Aerostream? Where we flew with no GPS, no glass whatsoever, no sunroof, and flew headings and a VOR OBS. So look at that, across the traffic right there. We flew to that airport right there, Lake Havasu.
UPS 5903, descend via the Naval 5 arrival.
Did we check in with this guy? 2807? Did I check on? LA, good afternoon. Prestige 989, level 400.
Prestige 989 in Los Angeles Center. Good morning.
All right. Let's see what I did. So, is that the usual thing to? Oh, I already read that. Someone had so departing Cusco is necessary, but otherwise APU during climb is just for style. Well, you could turn it off at any phase during climb. The procedure is, not up until we got to be off before 30. You could teach a master class in different aircraft systems with the depth provided. That said, I get it. It should be fun for you, and it isn't always. I know flight sim. That's what it just meh. I mean, it's. I think it's a little over. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna. I think it's a little overhyped because you could do the same thing. I think the Black Square simulated just as much as that. I mean, that's the claim to fame of the Challenger, right? Is having those engine pages and you can see the systems behind, like the systems working. Right, and you can break down the systems. So, I mean, Black Square does that, which is pretty cool.
Southwest 1092, contact Albuquerque Center on 134.325. So long.
Some of us doing that a lot. Doing you should join us from home sometime. What's that?
Good morning.
Another Aero stream? I know, Joe Plains. Right, the Aero was fun, man. When we flew, that was a fun stream, man. Just straight up. Naturally aspirated Aero, did a cross country out here to Lake Havasu. I can't help but compare this sim now to X-Plane 12 and the lighting. X-Plane 12 lighting's better, straight up. VOR only GA nav. How about no VOR? How about no VOR, T-Tut? How about pilotage? Straight pilotage and headings. You could use your sim brief plan to get the headings and the wind correction angles. That's what we should do. That's what we should do, is no VORs.
Delta 2906, when ready, descend via the PIT-2 arrival.
Dead reckoning with failures at 100x. second PSL of the season, chat. It's so good. It's so good. I wish it wasn't 93 degrees outside. Alright, you want to see a cabin tour? The Sky Vector better? Sky Vector, yeah. We could do, yeah, Sky Vector Navlog would be perfect for that. I thought there would be a optimum cruise out. I want to go, let me check the winds. Is there any winds? Let's look at our sim brief plan here. Let's go sim brief. Navlog. So winds are reported at, what are we? We're approaching Palmdale. 229 at 56. That's about right. We got a crosswind, 38 knots on the nose, so they're about correct.
United 1093, continue climb flight level 320.
Let's look at the weather en route winds.
Up to flight level 320, United.
Let's look at a higher altitude here. Oh, it only goes to 39. We didn't send winds for higher. 450. Can I zoom in on it? It's kind of hard to see. So at 450, it looks like, yeah, it's even higher, 67, 63. So we'll stay at 40. If we go up higher, we're just going to be into heavier headwinds. All right, that's probably why our dispatcher sim briefed us at 40 anyway. All right, that's cool. I love this new EFB. That's so dumb. It's dumb because I didn't see it. I like pulling it up from the box itself, but this is it's cool enough. I love this new EFB though. I really do. It's real snappy. I love the summary page here. I love the home page with your turbulence detector. You've got Lido charts, you've got straight map, weights, config, ground option. I mean, overall, this airplane, I'd be happy, you know,
Allegiant 2, climb and maintain flight level 240, report.
A good amount of money on this airplane because it's just that it's so crispy now in version 2. It's very crisp. Everything looks good. And it's just a sexy airplane too. Look at that. Alright, we're on our way. We're ripping too, so. We're gonna catch up to Vodka. Vodka, what's your cruise speed? Does the EGT rise when turning on engine and ice? It didn't before the patch. Let's see, I just got to a nice view. Oh, you know what? I didn't turn my lights off either. I turned those off, but we got to turn off the tail flood and recog. Engine anti-ice. Let's see. So here's our fan speeds, and let's see if anything changes. Actually, could I bring up more engine data? Oh yeah, yeah it does. Yeah, it definitely adjusts. Yeah, it does work. It does. It will. Yep. But I gotta maintain 9.0 Mach right here. We'll fall off the backside. My question is, does this aircraft have visible icing? I forgot to do I always forget to do our control check from right here. Back to norm. All right, let's take a look at the cabin.
Southwest 345, contact Albuquerque Center on 134.325.
I believe, do these lights work or is that Starship?
134.325 Southwest.
Master shades, open, close. Oh, that's cool. Look. We're blacked out. We are blacked out. Let's open them back up. That's pretty neat. Mr. Martini Red Wine. Let's see. Cabin entry, divider, aisle lights, and cabin entry light, which we don't need because it's right now. Overhead. Oh, yeah, that's fancy. All right. We've got some red wine. We've got a microwave. Lots of red wine for Mr. Martini.
Los Angeles Center.
I think every one of these drawers opens up. Blankets, pillows, a flashlight, or is that a suppressor? That's a flashlight. Thought it was a rugged obsidian 45. Let's see. We got some drinks. We got sugars, coffees. Cocoa Wave. That sounds good. Got some silverware, some plates, some a lot of hand sanitizer and cleaning sprays. Some chips. Where's the cabin entry lights? So what's I love the cabin entry lights. If you ever do any of these aircraft with the stairs at night, where you put the stairs down, and if they have the lights simulated, it looks so cool when the lighting on the stairwell going up into the jet. I love it. We'll get our. We used to be able to feed the passengers here, and I don't remember how to get them their meals. But come back here. Yeah. Everybody ready for their box lunch? My passengers disappeared. We had passengers. What happened to our passengers? Did they disappear airborne? I guess they disappeared airborne.
Delta 934, flight level 300 for flight level 320.
No, I'm disappointed that the 10 doesn't have a window here. Laboratory, charcoal gray interior.
Delta 934, traffic 2 o'clock at 12 miles, same direction, Boeing 737, flight level 280.
So, wow, look at Whiskey Throttle. Even put the stripes on the back of the engines. It's a good livery maker right there. Definitely a flashlight and tons of hand sanitizer bottles. Indeed. I gotta bring my camera up or we're gonna be stuck. We'll turn the cabin lights off. Save the
Prestige 989, I'll have you descending in about 20 minutes.
There's Prestige 989. Alright, for our descent, there is no
Prestige
arrival.
989, not clear what you said. Say again.
Roger, Prestige 989. All right, let's get an updated weather. Can we pull weather in this? Probably through Navigraph, right? Monterey weather.
UPS 5905. Flight level 270.
All right, 000, 10 miles, still scattered at 600.
UPS 5905, Roger. Good morning, sir.
Let me see what they're landing in Monterey. The real ATIS says right now, they flipped it around, landing 28 left and 28 right. They're getting the visual in now. All right, so we're getting visual. So we could set ourselves up for the LOC or the RNAV 28 left. This airplane is really good on RNAVs. Let's do the RNAV from Wiggle. Prestige 989, request RNAV Yankee 28 left, Wiggle intersection into Monterey. Let's see if he gives it to us. I think I filed the other direction.
Los Angeles Center, Southwest 2842, flight level 390.
Southwest 2842, good morning, sir.
Simbutz, can you ask for the RNAV 28 left into Monterey?
I'll ask for the RNAV 28 left approach into Monterey.
Los Angeles Center, Prestige 989, requesting RNAV approach for runway 28 left at Monterey.
Salinas is too far north.
Prestige
We're coming from the south.
989, expect the runway 28 left, RNAV approach into Monterey.
Excellent, thank you. So let's change that. Nav arrival, we're coming from the south. 28 left, RNAV Yankee, 28 left, Wiggle. Yeah, I like it with no arrival. Alright, so activate that. Palmdale, Avenal, and then technically Salinas.
Delta
That's going to throw off our
439.
TOD.
Morning.
I'm going to wait till we get to Palmdale, and then I'm going to request direct to...
American 383 descend via the Shane 2 arrival.
we'll request direct wiggle.
Descending via the Shane 2 arrival, American 383.
Alright, let's see. We got LP, no, we're due LNAV, VNAV 1120. Need someone to make a wind-wing profile for this thing here. That'd be kind of cool. All right, 11:20 is set. You know what would be really cool? What time is it? Chat, we might have enough time to take... What if we did X-Plane 12 Citation 10 from on the second leg? I don't know. I don't have it bound up. I gotta get that.
Delta
that
934,
wouldn't
descend and
be good.
maintain
I'd
flight
have to
level
test it out.
990.
I don't think I have it all bound and views and all that stuff.
Out of flight level 330.
All right, let's see.
for
We got
flight
the
level
minimum
2,
set.
990,
Final approach course
Delta
261. Let's see. We are landing and going to the jet center, so 28 left. We won't worry about getting off the brakes. We want to roll it all the way down as long as we could. Maybe Foxtrot. Park it over here. I've got a cool picture. First ever jet landing, I had the Bravo. We parked right here. Went and got some crepes. Good crepes. There used to be a good crepe place downtown Monterey. I'm sure it's still there. Monterey is a like old town Monterey, like the actual old town Monterey. Such a cool little place to walk around. Same with
American 383 out of 170,000.
same with what's that other town that's around there?
American 383,
Carmel.
good morning, sir.
Love it, man. Yeah, that's all right, Buzz. Yeah, well, you would think we're coming from the northeast, right? But now the route of flight had us come up the south. There's two ways to get in from Sedona. Pretty much you either got to go north or south to get down. Monterey is kind of in that weird spot when you're coming from the east because they got a lot of restricted airspace and military airspace out there. So, yeah, it's rare that you kind of just come straight in from the east into Monterey. You kind of got to either come up the valley or come down a little bit. You and your X-plane flying, you'll eventually get that out of your system. Darth Rust, are you that much again? I don't know, dude. Like...
JetBlue 148, climbing flight level
I don't know,
190
Darth Rust.
flight
Like,
level
it just...
200.
There's something about...
JetBlue 148,
The
roger.
visuals in X-plane now, are X-plane 12 now, are... They have really improved. And, yeah, it's not perfect by any means. I definitely get better performance in Microsoft, which is kind of crazy. Microsoft is definitely a better performing sim on my system, but there are some things in X-Plane 12 that just feel new, you know, I don't know. It just feels good, man. DM'd you a wind-wing profile for the X. Really, T-Tut? Thanks for $2 super chat.
At the flight level 330.
Let me see if I can crash my stream by opening Discord, because two codes set me
American 839, morning, sir.
Works with the SOV too? Really? But which wind-wing profile? FCU? Wind-wing FCU. But is that for the Airbus one or the 7.3 one? Is that for the Airbus or the 7.3? Because I don't have the Airbus panel. Monterey, Mexico. So here's my plan. Well, I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. We'll see. I was going to do that 707 stream tomorrow, and the choices are we could go...
989, contact Los Angeles Center on 125.725.
Hold on. LA Center 2575, Prestige 989. We could either go into Mexico City with the 707, or we can do Sydney and try to get it into Queenstown. But I don't know if I'm actually going to do that stream tomorrow. I might take one day off. Sunday I'm fishing a tour. Monday I'm back to work. So I'm trying to kind of gauge my time
2842,
here.
descend via the Ski 4.
LA Center, good afternoon. Prestige 989, flight level 400. Oh yeah, Airbus won't work for me, T-Tut. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. I think the last time I used X-Plane it was 4 or 5. Whichever one will let you load up to 747 on Mars. Yeah, that's before my X-Plane time. I started on 10. And then 11 was right there. I think we had a simulator at my flight school that had like X-Plane.
American 839, any ride reports for us up there.
7?
Light shot,
Maybe it
otherwise,
was 6.
American
I don't know.
839.
There was a version of X-Plane on my flight school simulator, but I don't remember what version it was. It was
American
real.
839, climb and maintain flight level 320.
archaic looking, so probably like
Flight level 320, American
maybe
839.
9. I still remember what the menus look like. What are the pros of departing with the APU on? You get more performance. That's it. More performance. More performance, and you keep the cabin nice and cool. Because what you could do is you could turn the APU off, and then you could turn the engine bleeds off. But now you have no pressurization and cooling to the cabin. So that'll get uncomfortable quick. What X-Plane version was current at 98? That's what I had. Yeah. FS 98, baby. There's all the citation stuff set up, just changing the inputs, outputs from drop down for 7.3. Yeah, but then TTUT, then I have to like go and bind every button, right? That's
Descending via the Angel 4 arrival,
like
United
a
1093.
20-minute ordeal, right? Because you have to open like 3 windows to get to the panel, select the button. I've had to do that every time I update MobiFlight. That's why I don't update MobiFlight anymore. I actually think MobiFlight causes issues with my sim. Like not every time, but I know for a fact I've had one crash related to MobiFlight. And I just don't like MobiFlight. I know some people love it. I'd rather just use SimApp Pro. Nothing beats a default official profile from Wind Control.
Los Angeles Center,
I wish I could
661, flight level 270, climbing
send
flight level 280.
like the Fenix. I wish I could send this EFB
661, good morning.
to my EFB next to me. Like my personal EFB. That's not possible, right? A 5-minute ordeal? No, we must not be talking about the same thing, TTUT. Where like you have to literally, you push a button, right? So I'd have to push the heading select button. And then that populates. It says, okay, 737 button heading. Then I have to open wing control panel. I have to select the panel. Then I have to select the button that I pushed, heading select. And then I have to select the aircraft maker, select Citation 750, select the button heading, and then that's heading on bound.
Report level.
That's how it works for me. That's what I had to do with the MD-11. How's this bird treating me, Alex? It's been flawless, man. And I'll be honest with you, even in version 1, even though it wasn't a 2024 native, it flew flawlessly. And it's one of those secret gem airplanes that I enjoyed even on the version 1 of this aircraft. But now that it's completely native, man, it's great. This is a good example of if you flew this airplane before V2 came out, now that you have V2, you can actually tell the difference between native and non-native aircraft. I think it's a good example of that because it flew fine non-natively, but it's smoother now, it's crisper now, they've got more features implemented now, the performance is better now. You need Microsoft Pop-Out Manager and have a touchscreen or an app or tablet. I do have a tablet. Then about 10 minutes of configuring it, and then you can have your EFB on an external screen. Pop-Out Manager, Darth Rust. I have heard of that, but I've also heard that can mess things up too, right? I just want simple stuff. I hate running extra stuff on my computer because I run so much stuff streaming. Like if I didn't stream, then maybe I would do it. But I've already got like 4 cameras set up. You have OBS. I have to have like 7 windows up. So I've got OBS up. I've got a chat window. I've got my sound volume mixer. I've got Say Intentions. I've got Iveo. I've got the YouTube Studio. I've got the Nightbot Manager. That's 7. Auto FPS running in the background. That's 8. Jetcard is 9. Right, so I've got 9 different windows and programs running at the same time. Plus adding another manager.
Los Angeles Center, United 587, climbing flight level 270 for flight level 280.
Darth Rest, I think, is that what, I think that's what Wrong Side Sim used. I think that's what Wrong Side Sim used. Alright, in the turn, we need to go, I'm going to ask him if he'll give us direct to wiggle. That'll help our planning procedures. Definitely see some marine layer up there. I'm going to ask Simblitz to ask him for me. Can you ask for a present position direct to wiggle for the RNAV approach? I don't know if that's going to work.
I'll ask for direct to wiggle for the RNAV approach.
Flight level 240, report level.
Los Angeles Center, Prestige 989er, requesting direct from present position to wiggle for the RNAV approach to Monterey.
Prestige 989, direct wiggle approved. Expect RNAV runway 28 left. Approach
Alright,
Monterey.
sand tensions is goated. Direct wiggle approved. We'll expect the RNAV 28 left approach Monterey, Prestige 989. Okay, that's it. The debate is over. Sand tensions AI is the GOAT of AI ATC programs. That's what I want to be able to do. Alright, direct to wiggle. Boom. Zach Dill says, that's it. I'm getting intentions. It's on. That's it. That's it, Zach. That's all you need to know, brother. That's all you need to know. All right, let's set up our. That just makes the planning so much easier when you get direct to fix on the approach like that. Now we can just set our VNAV up and be set it and forget it, baby.
Out of flight level 220 for flight level 240.
All right,
Southwest
wiggle
2827.
5,100 feet minimum. Hikes are at 5,100. There is no PT coming in. What does it have wiggle crossing at? I tell you what, let's plan to cross wiggle at, how long is that segment? 14 miles, 4, 8, 12 miles. Yeah, let's plan to cross wiggle. Let's make it a hard 9,000. All right, 3-degree path. We plan to cross wiggle at a hard 9 and 250 knots. Boom, done. 21 minutes out.
Delta 639, 17,000, climbing, flight level 200.
Maybe, but pop-up manager is available on GitHub. Not hard to use. Runs in the background. And one-time setup. Yeah, Darth Thrust. Yeah, I'll look at it. It's a weird position for me because, like, for myself, well, it'd be easier for me to just have it on my iPad. Then I don't have to use the iPad in sim. But I understand that you guys also like to see what I'm doing on the iPad. Or, like, if we're talking about approach charts, so there is a plus in mind. Like, if I have it all on my iPad like I do now, do I really need to send the Sims airplane EFB to my iPad? Probably not. Especially if I want to try to show you guys or talk you guys through some stuff. But it could be somewhere something in my home PC.
JetBlue 288, good morning, sir.
Interesting accent. That's Simblitz, man. Simblitz has got the, he's our Aussie FO. Can't wait to fly the V2 this week. Took the 850 out for a spin last night with the new sounds. It's night and day. Flight sim school. Oh, that is what we have to do. There's just, I need to be a full-time streamer, y'all. There's just too many planes, too many add-ons to fly. We've been streaming pretty much non-stop on my 2 weeks off, and we still haven't covered everything. Do I like the King Air X-Plane? I do, Brady. I do. I think I'm going to get the FT-Sim sound pack installed on it, Brady, and try again. The sounds are not bad. Like, the default King Air sounds are not bad. But I kind of want more, you know? If you've flown any PT-6 from Black Square, whether it's the Duke turbine or the Baron turbine, or excuse me, the Bonanza turbine, if you've flown any PT-6 from Black Square, the Caravan, then it just falls short on its face, you know. If you've never experienced that sound pack, then I'm sure you'll be fine with the default sound pack. But yeah, I enjoy that King Air 350, man. I've been learning a lot. Had some 350 guys in chat, so I thought it was interesting to know. I had no idea there was like a phase 1 or phase 2 of the prop sync with the push button. You can just arm that on the ground. I thought that was pretty cool.
JetBlue 288, when ready, descent by the Chief on 2 arrival.
Descending by the Jeff and 2 arrival.
Fred says sand tension is worth it, especially pay the annual price versus the monthly. There you go. Yeah, always, if you're going to shell it out, I mean, that's how if I have something that I'm going to spend that's a subscription like that, then I typically try to just get the one-time fee and be done. That's what I did for Map Enhancement Pro, I believe. You could either pay monthly or you could just pay the fee. Can you imagine Green Dot as an FO? Oh my gosh, Aaron, that would be awesome. Solo 6R, yes. I've flown the Skyward Sim a lot. The Sovereign Plus, it's a phenomenal jet from Skyward Sim.
Any ride reports for us up there?
It punches well above its weight for the price.
Smooth so far, United 1941.
The Skyward Sim Sovereign is a great jet. Love the sounds on it too, man. The engine start sounds on the Sovereign are something else. If it was a straight Sovereign and not a Sovereign Plus, we'd probably still be flying it from release day. Something about Garmin panels in the sim, I lose excitement fast. I love experiencing the new airplane, the new systems and sounds and flight model, but once we've flown it a handful of times, my passion for that airplane dies fast because of the Garmin panel. That's just a personal preference. Vodka, right now you missed it. We had a real-world exchange with Say Intentions. We're going direct wiggle for the RNAV 28 left approach now. The real-world ATIS, they flipped the airport around because they're probably trying to get jets in.
United 1941, climb and maintain flight level 200.
And they need to come in on 28 left.
Climb flight level.
Are the Garmin's better in X-Plane?
1941.
I haven't messed with any recent ones, Flight Sim School. The best Garmin, I will tell you this, the best Garmin that I ever used on the simulator was the Hot Start TBM G1000. And that's another point to why my Garmin, you know, anytime an airplane has a Garmin, my hype dies down quickly is because...
At your discretion, descend and maintain flight level 300.
Pilot's discretion, flight level 300, Prestige 989. If you've used a real 5000 or used a real G1000, there's so much more that real Garmin's do than any sim version has ever done. So if you haven't experienced that, then you don't know what is supposed to be there and what's not supposed to be there. But the Hot Start TBM G1000 was the closest to an actual Garmin G1000 that I ever used.
JetBlue 288, descend by the G-Fun 2.
But if you look at the Skyward Sim Garmin versus the Phenom Garmin, the Skyward Sim Garmin has a little bit. There's a few key features in the Sovereign Garmin that are implemented that are not implemented in the Phenom's Garmin. At least the last time I flew it, I haven't flown it in a while. We probably should take out that Phenom again just for fun. The biggest one for me was the flight path vector. You should be able to have the flight path vector on your PFD without synthetic vision. And you can do that in the Skyward Sim. You can see the option is there on the Phenom Garmin, but you can't click it. It's grayed out. So, yeah, we're direct wiggle now. We got direct wiggle, Vodka. We're approaching TOD.
Delta 639, climb flight level 240.
Avapollo, you feel me on the Garmin's? Yeah, it's just silly stuff, man. It's just personal preference. I mean, like I said, if I was buying my own airplane, let's say, you know, last night I'm going to buy my own King Air 350, and they had two King Air 350s for sale, same exact price. One was a G3000 or G1000, whatever, and the other one was steam gauge. You can bet your butt I'm going to pick the Garmin for real-world application. I actually think Garmin is probably the best business jet and private aircraft operating avionics platform out there. Now, I've been out of the game. I'd be interesting to talk to Chris PT6 because he's well in the corporate jet world, and that's what he does. So he sees all kinds of different avionics. But I don't know, man. The modern G3 and G5000 units they can do some incredible stuff. They can really do some incredible stuff. So I firmly believe in what they do. Just from a fun perspective in simulator world, give me my steam gauge needles.
Victor Tango Foxtrot Bravo X-ray, change to advisory frequency approved. Squawk VFR.
All right, he gave us PD. We're coming up on it.
Terminated. Scope VFR Victor Tango Foxtrot Bravo X-ray. Good day.
Was that Infian? Was that Infian on Skynet? I think Infian Ewok was on Skynet.
On 101, keep your speed up.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, before I just going to start our descent down into Monterey, we're going to ask you to clean up the cabin here just a few minutes early because we are anticipating a couple light bumps on our descent down. But we should be touching down here in about 24 minutes. Thanks again for flying V1 Executive Charters.
Delta 507, climbing flight level 200. Delta 507, roger.
All right.
Good evening, sir.
Send the FO back to clean up the cabin. Probably no flight attendant on this bird. All right, they're all cleaned up. Close the door. Ah! What's our wind? 30 knots. 47 knot crosswind. Landing Monterey 2.3. Excellent. How's our fuel boost? Tuning balanced perfectly. Just about.
JetBlue 388.
Let's go. We'll do just a few more outside shots, and then we'll be inside all the way. What do you guys think? Straight wing on the VEC livery. So, I think the Citation 10. I love them both, winglets or without winglets. I have no difference of opinion. I think they both look amazing. I think it's more of a livery thing. I think some liveries look better with winglets and some look better without winglets. What do you guys think with the matte black on gloss black? Are we a wingletless bird or are we wing birds? Zach Dill, for real, and that'll keep you. I think, Zach, it benefits you and anybody who's, private pilot, real world pilots out there.
Prestige 989, contact Los Angeles Center on 1281375.
Here comes our VNAV. Over to LA Center, 2837 Prestige 3, or 989, we'll see it. I think it's going to keep you sharper. I think it keeps you sharp. LA Center, good afternoon. Prestige 989, vacating flight level 400 for flight level 300.
Prestige 989, Los Angeles Center, good morning.
Slowing down to 80. Let's see. See if I can raise vodka onto it. Vodka, you still on comp 2?
American 1118, climb flight level 360.
Up to flight level 360, American 1118.
Traffic landing, Monterey, radio check. That was too far out. I'll go back to COM 1. Alright, we're on the path, 80 Mach, down we go. Landing elevation
Southwest 3093
is
at flight level 360.
257.
Southwest 3093, good morning, sir.
But he gave us 300, so set that first. Garmin is very nice but easy avionics on the Falcon is terrific. Yeah, Falcon easy avionics is nice. AB9 seems like getting a lot of conversions for business jets, but they don't have many factory installs. Huh. Interesting. Does any company make the FO do that? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Southwest 4126.
When you're flying
ready.
Part 135, Part 91, you are pilot, you are dispatch, you are scheduling, you are rental car caller, you are FBO coordinator, you are flight attendant, you are caterer, especially Part 91. Pumpkin spice latte for the win. Time check, 12:30. Looking good.
Alpha 2980, climb and maintain flight level
On the right
360.
traffic, PSA 2013, 24 miles from Salinas, still up for the local runway 28 left approach on base. On the right traffic.
Over to 32A Prestige 989. Alright, so I heard COM 2, I heard PSA L10 coming in. Oakland Center, Prestige 989, 31 descending, flight level 300.
Prestige 989, Oakland Center, good morning.
Prestige 989, request lower. So I can stay on my path.
Prestige 989, descend and maintain 16,000.
Descend and maintain 16,000, Prestige 989. I want to stay on my path there. 16 is set. Traffic and terrain up, weather off. Weather off. Actually, yeah, there's nothing ping out here, is there? Can I do weather PFD? PFD weather.
UPS 2975. Contact Los Angeles Center on 128.375. Have a good morning.
228.375, have a good morning. UPS 2975.
Alright, PFD weather's on, MFD terrain is on.
Skywest 3074. Climb and maintain flight level 360.
This V1's in the house. Did anyone make fun of V1 for the title of the stream being grammatically incorrect? Oh no. This Jets is awesome. Nice. Okay. I fixed it. Refresh your YouTube. This V1. My
Clip on
goodness.
101. Climb flight level 320.
It's called a typo.
Climb flight level 320.
That's what happens when I'm trying to work and the wife is screaming. Keep me distracted. Did you get a pumpkin spice latte today? Did you go see our coffee shop? Gotta get the PSL. It's good. It's still a little bit sweet when you get to the bottom. But it's still good. Pilots aren't tested on grammar. Amen to it, Foster. Oh yeah, Ethan. We had this conversation last night.
Southwest 4219. Climb flight level 240.
Avapollo. That's because voice to text doesn't know how to recognize X-plane. Listen, talk to text doesn't work with the word X-plane. Savages. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, we forgot to turn engine sync on for our crew in the back. Took it. Well, that's scary. Miss V1 is teaching math to my daughter.
Southwest 1049. Descend. Be ready. Suitor for arrival.
We have a Suitor 4, Southwest 1049.
Just saw your text. Gosh, that hum will just put me to sleep, man. I hear V1 is a good geography, though. Yeah, I am. T-Tut Company.
United 2363. Descend and maintain 17,000.
There's a lot of traffic going into Monterey today. We got
Descending 17,000.
these guys are coming out. The 3 ship. Where's Flight Navy at? We got 3 ship coming out. Palmdale. Wherever that is.
On the right traffic, PSA 2013, come up on runway 20 left, on the right.
Are you landing 10 right? Oh, that's a common machine.
Southwest 2121, descend and maintain flight level 260. Ascending flight level 260,
traffic landing
Southwest
Monterey. What runway are you landing?
2121.
I guess we'll see you.
Prestige 989, contact NorCal approach on runway 27.15.
It's us. NorCal 2715, Prestige 989, sir. Alright, 2715, weather information, Quebec? No, it's Delta. NorCal approach, good afternoon, Prestige 989, 17.8, descending 16,000, we have information, Delta.
Prestige 989, NorCal approach, appreciate Delta, thank you. Good morning, Monterey, altimeter 2999.
Transition level.
Runway 28 left, approach into Monterey.
Alright, expect a 2A left Monterey. Alright, 299, Magic Barrel ref. Says 300. Prestige 989. Can we get lower?
Prestige 989 noted.
No? I guess not. Gonna screw up my V path. Prestige 989 request lower.
Prestige 989, descend at your discretion.
Continue to descend our discretion down to 9,000, Prestige 989. Alright, 9,000. V out. Go down.
Prestige 989, proceed direct Kickstar. Descend and maintain 5,100 clear for the RNAV into runway 28 left approach.
That makes it easy. Alright, present position direct to Hicksar, descend and maintain 5,100 cleared RNAV Yankee 28 left approach, Prestige 989. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go here, here. 250, please. 5100 is set.
Alright,
Flight level
Prestige
change.
for 610, Hicksar, the
NorCal approach,
RNAV 2363, 7,000.
United 2363, NorCal approach, roger.
Heavy shot finder,
Expect the ILS runway 28 right approach. Altimeter 3005.
Can I get a radio check on 22.8?
Southwest 1105, say speed. Showing 217.
They must not be hearing that.
Southwest 1105. NorCal departure, United 1260, leaving 8,000, landing 1,000. United 1260, NorCal departure, roger, good morning.
Alright, we're through 18. Let's go ahead and go seatbelts on, tail flood, recog.
Southwest 1105, turn
That
left
stays on.
255, descend and maintain 3,500 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 28 left approach.
What throttle mod? This is actually the this is actually the Blackbird control lever 787 lever, I believe. I believe it's the 787 lever. Chris PT6, I thought you were flying today, bro. When are you flying in? Dude, you don't need to go to DAL. Come up to GLE. Or DTO. DL's overrated. Landing fees. Gotta pay for Jerry's jet. Oh, you're landing in Costa Rica right now? Dude, Chris PT6 flies more than anybody I know. That's nuts. This dude's always flying, man. That 250 there. Alright, here we go. Let's get ready for our descent and landing. gonna fix that camera one of these
On the right
days.
traffic, PSA 2014, clear for runway 2 and left.
Alright, the L10 is down. We're going for 10,000 feet. Wait, you're landing Costa Rica real life or sim life? You're addicted. You're addicted to flying real life? I used to be.
9 miles maximal, 10 by 10, 255.
I used to be.
maintain 3,500.
Now I get more joy in flying fake airplanes. Crazy.
Heading 255, descending 3,500, still established. Cleared ALS runway 28, right approach, United 2363.
DM PAP 3 version, T-Tut, my man. Oh, dude, thanks for the super chat. You're a gangster, dude. Thank you, T-Tut. Very, very kind. That I will set up, brother. Appreciate you.
United 2363, turn left heading 255, descend maintain 3,000, still established on the work laser. Cleared ILS runway
10,000.
right approach.
All right, 10,000. We're below 1, 2, 3. Seatbelts are on. We'll give them another ding. Seatbelts are on. All our lights are on. APU doesn't need to be on. Fan sync is off. And we are all the way down here. We're cleared approach, right? So we are cleared approach out glide path direct to Hexar. Hexar is at or above 5100, which is set. Oh, real life. I'm on United. Ah, yeah. Oh, dang. So he's gonna. So you're flying United to Costa Rica right now. Then he's gonna fly a PC-12 from Costa Rica to Texas. Chris, what? I mean, dang, dude. Is it an NGX PC-12 at least, or is it a steam gauge one? Carlito, what's going on, man? Thanks for the $5 $5 gifted memberships, Carlito. Very kind, man. Very, very kind, Carlito. I appreciate you.
Skywest 6217.
Very kind, my friend. If you pick up membership for Carlito, make sure you shout him out. Say thank you. The first ever person to recognize me IRL was Carlito at FS Expo Boston.
Monterey, clear, 3 miles, 285.
Alright, he's 3 miles out. So we're outside of the Lear. We're good. Outside air temp check. Where's your outside air temp? Why don't I know where our outside air temp is? I know it's cool enough. Shouldn't get any ice. A little bit of rain though. Hey, the rain's on the outside of the windows. That's fixed.
Southwest 84, contact with tower 118.3 after morning.
And we never did perf landing. Winds are calm. We'll go wet runway, 0 slope, low density altitude, flaps 35. VREF 118, 123.
United 2374, contact Oakland Center on 119.475.
Gotta get flight recorder up.
Over to Oakland Center on 119.475.
Oh, that looks great though. Look at the lighting there. There we go. There's some X-Plane 12 lighting.
Contact Monterey Tower on 118.4.
We need to take him to Expo? Dude. Chris, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm so down, dude. We can do the PC-12, the SWS PC-12 training program for Expo. I'm so down, Chris. Although it's Vegas, dude, it's freaking hot. No APU on a PC-12. Flight Sim Guy, 2 years, months, 24 months, 2 years of support.
Landing imminent. Landing imminent.
Appreciate the support. Monterey Tower Prestige 989, RNAV 28 left. I got the throttles.
Monterey Tower, roger. Continue RNAV 28 left approach.
Terrain.
All right, we're continuing. Recording is on.
Prestige 989, continue approach.
Continue approach, Prestige 989. We'll bug, what did we say, 123?
Prestige 989, runway 28 left, winds 350 at 4. Clear to land.
2-way left to the land, Prestige 989. Slats are coming out. Flaps fife. Runway's in sight, it's offset. Gear down. I'm gonna just slow this puppy up. Flaps 15. Coming in like we got a date with the crepe facility. Autopilot is not bound. Autopilot disengaged. Yaw damp's off. Stand by the flight director. Airport's inside. And flaps 35. I'm gonna sidestep, straighten out the line here. This approach looks familiar. Key 6, backyard, brother.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stable, clear to land. Missed approach, altitude. Set 10,000. I love this little offset RNAV here. Slide in. Weather's looking mighty fine. Sim's looking a little dull compared to X-Plane 12. I can't believe I'm saying that, Chad. What's happened to me? I must have a disease. I'm at least off-stream going to check what it looks like in X-Plane 12. A cowboy Texan who likes lattes and crepes. Hey, brother. Count me in. Why does it look like there's a wall across the runway? Yeah, this is Monterey, California, baby. Monterey. Land of crepes
500.
and expensive rental cars. And the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
400.
Gosh, this plane flies so nice. Trims out so beautifully. My Bruner profile is locked on. I don't care what vodka says. This profile is locked on. We do have a Monterey scenery. Maybe that's why we're getting a little glitchy there.
200.
Remember, we can float it out. We're going to land anyway, so a corporate jet.
200.
Minimize taxi time here.
100.
Nice little crosswind. Let's see if we can nail this. Spoilers, get the nose down. 2 in reverse. Huge stutter. Hold that nose down. We're going all the way to the end. We're going to the jet center.
60 knots.
That's Say Intentions doing the callouts, and you can customize the callouts on Say Intentions AI, which I'm going to customize for this jet.
Prestige 989, contact ground on 120.875.
120.875, Prestige 989. Good day. Chris, did you call for the rental car? I forgot. Ground Prestige 989, clear of runway 2A left. We're going to the jet center.
Prestige 989, Monterey ground, taxi to Monterey Jet Center via Tango. Good day.
Tango, good day, Prestige 989. should go. There it is, Monterey Jet Center, baby. Why is there an eagle over there? So back in the day, we parked the other direction. We'll park the correct direction though today. This is a 2020 scenery, I believe. That's why we get that big stutter. You see Miss V1's diamond on the ramp? Yep. Can we fit next to that E170? I don't know. We'll park over here. We don't want to risk it. My biggest hope for the next generation of Microsoft Flight Sim is that nothing is compatible. Forced upgraded updates from the devs for scenery. Because all these 2020 sceneries, man, when you try to make them work in 24, you get that stutter like clockwork. Oh, we went a little long. Park brake is set. APU's on the gen, APU's on the bleed. Shut down 1 and 2. Let's go ahead and open the door. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Reading Jet Center. Welcome to Monterey Jet Center. Your landing light's still on, Chief. Oh, my bad. Chris, that's on your side, dude. Tail float off. Recogs. There we go. Seatbelts off. Alright, let's take a look, see how we did on that landing, shall we? Let's see how we did. All right. Oh, you can't see the whole thing. There you go. Now you can. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and complete the flight. We are deboarding. I think we greased it. What? A 214? I'm gonna rage quit. 214. We got 13 thou plus 1 rep. Excellent. 1249. I don't think we're going to go down to Burbank on this leg. I think we're going to kill it there. Because I want to see what it looks like in X-Plane 12 off stream. And then I'm going to head home. I got some stuff to get ready because I'm going to fish a tournament tonight. So that is probably going to end our strip. I'll keep that. I don't know. Does anyone want to fly it? I could release the jet. Here, we'll see. Excellent. That looks good though. Oh, I did, if you are in V1 Executive Charter, how's our 10 fleet looking? Well, we'll see if we're robbed. We'll see. I added 2 10s. Oh, yep, they're booked up. So all our 10s are currently booked. But we got plenty of Falcons to fly, Phenoms and Honda jets. The Phenoms will probably drop off more. The Falcons, I'm gonna keep them until they drop. But we are doing a fleet trimming process right now. Our ACJs, nobody's flying the ACJs. I'll probably drop those. We did add, ooh, somebody picked up the King Air. Our first King Air to the fleet is in the fleet here. BBJs, Chris PT6 he's hogging a friggin' BBJ right now. Look at this one, 1,600 hours on this BBJ. You guys are putting in work. All right. Appreciate you. Again, V1 Executive Charter. Let's go ahead and close Jetcard. Let's start the replay. Let's disconnect from Say Intentions. Say Intentions, awesome stuff today. Oh, that sunset is looking good. I'm going to take a screenshot. Hold on. Screenshot. Man, how do I get back to the cockpit? There we go. Let's close the door and do a replay. Can we get an African base at some time? Carlito, I don't know where your head's at. I would connect the dots. We'll connect a lot of our dots for bases. Look at the dynamic rain showers. Oh, the throttles are off. replay again. There we go, should boot up.
2500.
Look at that. That's, see, the live weather in X-Plane is definitely playing catch up. Oh, let me disconnect you. Gosh, that's annoying. Finally. Get those engines up. There we go. Some very expensive houses down here off the nose. Very expensive houses. Let it all load in. I'm tempted to load in X-Plane just to see. Should we do it on live? Should we load into X-Plane 12 just to see? I'm not going to do another flight, but I just want to see what it looks like. I have a sickness. Zach, I have a sickness.
500. 400.
Yeah, they have the X. I know. And I saw that our livery painter, our VEC paint shop, he just downloaded X-Plane 12, so maybe that means we're going to get a prestige livery on X-Plane 12. Citation 10 would be pretty epic. Well, anyway, guys, I'm not 100% sure if I'm streaming tomorrow. I do want to, but again, like I said, it's my last day free, because Sunday I'm going to be on an all-day tournament. And then Monday I'm going to be probably headed back to the meat grinder of work. So I've enjoyed the last couple of weeks, or last 2 weeks or so of flying here with y'all. I feel like we've done a lot of streaming. We've flown a lot of new stuff. I mean, we even got back in X-Plane 12. I was trying to decrab. And we just kind of held her off, hold it off. I was holding a little bit too high. Oh, baby. Ooh, wing wobble. Wing wobble. Let's see that. Let's see if we can watch the decrab on that. So we had a kick and crosswind there for like 200 feet. Legit landed in Vancouver, Herein. Brother, this is part 91. We can land wherever we want to land. We're going to the end anyway. You don't want to get off early here, because then you actually have to taxi right to Herein. All right, so we straightened it out. We're in the jet wash. Just hold it off. Right main, left main. You gotta be real careful with those swept wings. Push the nose down, and then the reverse. Oh, that's textbook Citation 10 flying right there. That's textbook. Revert. Spoilers first, get the nose down. Because all the airliners are right here. Jetcard had that at 216, which I'm not going to argue with it, because I think it was, I could have made that exit there. It's just a beautiful shot right there. Screenshot. We flared a little too early. Let's see if that was a true 216. Yeah, well, maybe because we landed on one wheel. Maybe it was like a one. I bet you it was an 80. But it was 80 on both wheels, and it just measured one wheel and doubled it. That's my thought process. Alright. Just for the sake of science. just for the sake of science. Let's stop the replay. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're going to end this. We're going to launch X-Plane 12 real quick. Just to see. Just to see. And then we're going. I'm going home. I'll disconnect all that stuff. Let me shut down my Bruner. Let's just boot up X-Plane real quick. Real quick. I just have to see. Jetcard feet per minute is bad? No, Jetcard feet per minute is spot on accurate, dude. I love Jetcard. Nope. Hold on. We're still here. I'm resetting the Bruner to use X-Plane. Okay, okay. Then we'll close it. Let's start map enhancement. So we get all the juice. All right. Just hang tight. We'll start the services. Now I wonder if this may get screwy. I may have to do a display capture on this. All right. Launch X-Plane. I hope it looks terrible so I could just put this to rest. And I don't have to think about it anymore. Stand by. Okay, I have to do display capture. That's all right. Let's load it up. I'm just going to load. We're going to load straight there. And then, is there a 2-minute bleed limit on the bleed air for the APU after you start on the 7.3? It's not a limitation. It's a recommendation. I try to go as long as possible before the captain says just flips the bleeds on. I'm like, dude, I was waiting to not fume out the cabin. But the captains don't care, Chris PT6. They just turn the bleed on immediately. But it is a recommended 2 minutes after the APU's on. And I'll actually turn the bleed on, turn the packs off for like 10 seconds, and then turn the packs back on to keep the fumes out. But I'm the only guy that does that. Everyone just likes to, you know, breathe in cancer fumes all the time, it seems like. All right. Citation 10. Okay, here we go. Please look like garbage. Please look like garbage. Let's load up on 28 right. Okay, on runway. Customize. Start with engines running. Is there a good livery? Ew. Classic. Default. Brown waves. I don't know. Blue lines. Let's do blue lines. All right. Real weather. Hold on. Track real date and time. Okay, that's August 28th at 11 a.m. Let's make it, I think I made it 10 a.m. I think it was like 9 a.m. local, right? Start flight. Have I tried the Citation X and X-Plane right now? We're not doing another stream. We're not doing another leg. We're just going to see. Start at Salinas and fly over to MRA. Oh, that's a good point. Just hop over. Or I'd take off and we'll just do a lap in the pattern. We'll take off. We'll fly right over the beach and then come back around. I just have to see. Just have to see. It might take a little bit longer to load because we got the map enhancement going. Yep, I started XPME T-Tut. X-Plane 12 real weather is better for clouds that don't look like translucent blobs. I don't know, man. I think the real weather in X-Plane 12 is inferior to the real weather in Microsoft in terms of the conditions. But yeah, you got blobs or ants. Pick your poison, right, Rahul? Blobs or ants? Oh, there are those special starts, but I don't know if I have anything bound. I think I do, though. We'll see. Let's see. We'll just start on the runway. It's okay. We'll start on the runway and then blast off. X World Pro, Mr. Martini. I did hear about X World Pro, but I thought that was more for like Europe cities. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I could be wrong about X World Pro, but when I initially looked at it, it kind of looked more like if you flew heavily in Europe and you wanted the cities to look a little more realistic. But I could be wrong. Maybe I need to add that to the list. Thrustmaster yoke or Honeycomb Alpha? Thrustmaster yoke. All right, let me let everything load in here. Let me get my yoke connected. It's dark AF. I know that. Why is it so dark in here? Have some views bound, that's good. What time was it in the sim when we landed in Monterey? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Looks pretty good. Park brake is released. Do I have any wings bound? Ooh, look at those slats. Chat. It was route 1045. Hold on. We gotta get a couple wins. There's Austin on his. He's cooking up his ant removal process. It was around 10:45 a local time. Where's the clock in this thing? This is slightly different avionics. Let's do 10:45. Yeah, so I still stand by the fact that there is no comparison between cockpits and cabins and models of airplanes in Microsoft. Hands down winner, no, not even a conversation. Microsoft models and cockpits win, hands down. There is no comparison, unless you're in the level up. All right, let's go. Flight controls work. Hold on. Here on. Yeah, those all work. Rudders. Okay, cool. Let's go. No takeoff. What? Windshield heat. Flaps 5. Send it. Runway needs to be flattened out. It's a little moundy.
Too low. Terrain.
10.
Gosh, how much fuel do we have? 5,300 pounds. Oh, wow, that flyby sound is actually really good. Why is it so dark? I even changed the time. Changing the time. I mean, it does look broken overcast. Clock is on the MFD. Oh yeah, I fast forwarded the time, but I'm trying to get some sun rays through here somehow. There's early warning. Let's position ourselves on the map page. Alright, right about there. We'll do the visual approach. We gotta follow that highway. We're way too low, I think. Yeah. I missed my little flight path vector too. Let's get up here a little bit of altitude. I miss not having altitude selector knobs up there. I don't even know where the altitude selector knob is on this avionics. Well, I think you're getting extra amps because you're on a display capture. Maybe this will work. Either this flight model is way overpowered or the one in Microsoft is underpowered because this thing is way fast. Clouds definitely look better. Can we drop the gear at 250? £5,000 of gas. We're pretty heavy. Here comes our crosswind. I gotta check these weights. I think we're above max landing weight. I mean, if I get below 147, I feel like I'm gonna stall.
300.
We're gonna land long because there's a huge hill on the runway. So I'm gonna touch down past the touchdown point here. Look at this massive hill. We're gonna land long. That needs to be smoothened out.
50.
I guarantee the runway does not have that giant slope there. Let's just see how she handles the touchdown. Oh, spoilers. Reverse. Got to push that nose down. I feel like I'm on a dirt bike track or something on this runway. Does Emer still work? Oh, look at that. It does. Watch your ears. Everything is default, man. Other than that. Oh my god. Sorry. Freaking loud. Shoot. Team Vodka. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? If Microsoft keeps turning into Xbox Sim, dude, we might end up back in this more frequently. Look at that touchdown. Why are the runways all jacked up though? I didn't even have any runway lights. I didn't have any lights on. Landed in ghost mode. Hold on. I think you can trick it, right? So you can toggle replay mode off. Pause. I think I can turn these on. Oh no, they were on. Now can I do replay? Someone also needs to make a mod where you can adjust the time. Whiskey Throttle, we need a VEC delivery on the Citation 10. Those sounds are great. Yeah, this is default. Dude, those Citation 10 sounds. Holy. Alright, now real quick, let's do this. Let's do replay mode off. I want to change the weather to not, let's just go customize. Let's go real time. Let me see if real time changes the weather at all. See if it's bugged out at all. That's default Citation 10, X-Plane 12, straight up, no mods whatsoever. Yeah, it's overcast. Let me check the METAR. So right now, the METAR for Monterey, real world METAR, no real ATIS available. I can check it on my phone. Watch this. I'm going to check the real ATIS on my phone right now. Flight service station. You can always text the flight service station. Let's go MTKDFW, or not DFW, MRI. Real world METAR Monterey right now. Winds calm, 10 miles, scattered at 11,000. Calling for 6 miles, showers vicinity, broken at 11. Scattered at 11. Looks like it's broken. That's close to scattered broken. Let me inject my own weather real quick. Let's go real wet. Let's just do a, what is this at? Look at this. Few cumulus. It's this overcast stratus layer here. Let's go manual. Let's delete this one. Can I delete you? Delete cloud layer. I want to see what that looks like. Okay. Now let's get the time going. Middle of the day. Let's make it the worst case scenario possible. Can I change the starts? Let's do 28 left, final approach. I don't, what? Oh, hold up. I've never done these special starts before. Oh, I don't have a yoke. Hold on. My yoke's not connected because X-Plane. Gosh, I wish I could change that. Every time you touch the menu, Bruner disconnects. Yeah, middle of the day though. This is 10 a.m. Middle of the day, she's not awesome.
Sync rate.
I don't know what's going on with this flight model though. It just seems like she doesn't want to get slow. Easy fix, get the Moza. I'm gonna get down on speed here.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Attention all aircraft. Monterey information on the current altimeter 2997.
Hold on. How heavy are we? Jeez. Let's bring that sucker back. Alright. Like with 45 1 hour reserve fuel. And golly. There we go. That's done. Apply changes. And let's do let's fast forward the time. like so. Second leg could have been done, I know, but I got caught on this, dude. I got caught. This is worth it. Connect the yoke, connect the yoke, connect the yoke. Yoke's connected. Shift G? No, what's sunglasses? Shift S. Slow her up. There we go. I think the angle of attack is supposed to be around 6. Really? No, that can't be right. Oh yeah, that can use AOA on the A pillar or the B, whatever that center pillar is. 134-ish, maybe.
400. 300.
My seat is way too low. Way too low. Yeah, you got to come in way faster on this bird. Interesting.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Sick. Somebody hit up Whiskey Throttle. Tell him he needs to make a VEC livery for X-Plane 12. What is happening to me? Alright, last replay. You can watch this one, then we're done. Let's see what that looked like. Let's see what that looked like, and then we're done. Listen to those sounds. Right on that. This runway is terrible. I don't know. That's fun, dude. The default sounds are insane on the exterior. One more for fun. Let's do, no, what we're gonna do this. We're gonna go nighttime approach, real weather. I hate this for myself, Team Vodka. You might have to get X-Plane 12 and start tinkering. All you need is map enhancement. It's free. That's the thing. There's a lot of there's mods. I've got some mods, but it's all free. Now you can get the premium version, right? Let's try to make a realism approach here. All right, I'm gonna go final approach. 10. What runway are we on? 28 left. Touch and go off 28 left. No, that's not right. I want to do final approach. What did I click on? G-Pilot, I don't know. I'd have to test. I'd have to load them both the same. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Oh, freaking stalling. I just want to try to get a semi-realism approach situation here, so we can watch the replay. Is there no flight path vector in this citation? Doesn't appear so. Gosh, that view is so low by default.
Sync rate.
500.
Freaking falls like a brick.
$400. 300.
Touch and go? Touch and go.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Watch your ears. Yeah, still have bays. Let's see if there's any wing flex. Yeah, it's got wing flex. I think the flight effects wing flex is a little more realistic because that wing is super stiff. It's really just the tip that flexes on the 10. Let's make short approach in a Citation 10. Said no Citation 10 pilots ever. I'm gonna slow this thing down. You're gonna fly slow. You're gonna like it. No, you're not. Still on 38 knots. There comes that. There comes the tiger tail. 134. There we go, 129. No, 28 left does not curve like that at all. That's a X-Point 12 thing. Okay, I'm done. I've had enough fun. That's gonna look amazing though. Let's watch that landing. Chat, I don't know what to tell you.
10.
Every flight I do in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I feel like I'm flying an Xbox more and more. Oh, what a greaser, though. Oh, see that runway, though? If that was a smooth runway, that would have been awesome. Look at the reflections on the buckets. I have a sickness. There's going to be a poll tonight. There's going to be a poll for tomorrow. If I stream tomorrow, it's is that to go around? No. There's going to be a poll, and it's going to be: are we going to fly 707 MSFS, or are we going to fly Jetcard Citation 10? That's what the poll is going to be. So I encourage you to vote. And we may or may not stream that resulted vote tomorrow. That said, I also need to find a way to smooth out some of these runways. Wing flex goes to flight effects. It's a little too wiggly, I think. There's a go around. Oh my word. Alright. I'm out of here. Kato says map enhancement is a flatten tool. I saw that option, Kato. I didn't enable it, but thank you for letting me know, because I will use it then. I did see that. I did see that option. Someone get Whiskey Throttle on the horn. Tell him we need an X-Plane 12 livery for V1 executive charters. Holy crap, the outside sounds. Those are awesome. All right, y'all. Enjoy the last couple of replays. Stay safe. Stay healthy on V1. See ya.
300. 200. 100.